I can't see you, Romeo. All I see is Austin Theory's mouth wide open paws. So where are you?
Wow. Okay.
This is it's not something I want to look at for this whole recording either. So
This is True Rewind. This is True Rewind.
This is True Rewind. This is True Rewind.
This is True Rewind. This is True Rewind.
Hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. Jump into DeLorean, pump up the flux capacitor for episode 36 of True Rewind. It is episode 36. We are talking about In Your House 6 from 1996. 666.
worshiping the devil.
I am back once again with the Monday Night Warriors. Of course, we have the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon.
What is up, gentlemen? I want to ask a quick favor out of the viewers. If there is another YouTube channel that pumps out as much original content as we do here, covering all kinds of wrestling, all different wrestling companies, please let me know. I want to go check them out, and then we're going to have to step our game up to surpass them. I want to check them out. Let us know.
I would love to see it. And of course, we have the supreme Ivan Ooze, the leader of the Dipset Nation, the one, the only, Drunk Guy JJ.
Hello, fellas. It's good to be back on this journey in the DeLorean. It's like it's been a while.
Absolutely.
Fucking ring.
This is a reminder to you guys watching. Like Romeo said, there are not many YouTube channels pumping up as much original content as us, talking about the past, the present, and the future of professional wrestling. So give us a thumbs up. Share this video with all your wrestling fans and friends. Of course, there is the iCard. You could tap on that to subscribe, and the bell below that to press all for all notifications, so you're always up to date on the content, the quality content that we have right here on True Hill Heat. And of course, the comment section is exclusively for you guys. Let us know what you think about this review as we get breakdown In Your House number 6, Rage in the Cage from February 1996. Drunk Guy, you have something to say?
Yes. By the way, we are not throwing jabs at anybody. We know how people are very sensitive in these times. So we're just saying we do what we do, and we do it damn good.
Yeah, I mean, we are affiliated with so many great YouTube channels, from Wrestle Talk to Wrestling Travel. There are a bunch of great YouTube channels, but we don't know many that do a wide variety or cover a wide variety of both promotions and different eras of professional wrestling quite like us. But we want to know, so let us know in the comment section below if you know any, and we'll get on them, and maybe we can collab with them as well. So guys, we got to get into it.
That's right, I was doing the Barry Horowitz. So I was patting ourselves on the back.
We are going back
one of a kind.
to February 18th, 1996. Romeo, you are our quarterback, our driver, our pilot of the DeLorean. Take it away.
All right, before we stop by in Louisville, Kentucky, a short note here from the Wrestling Observer newsletter of what's going on in the wrestling world at this time. Vince McMahon has reportedly met with USA officials about moving the time slot of Raw, hoping to have the show start an hour later. A lot of people think that would be a mistake, since starting the show later would eliminate a large chunk of the kid audience. If that happens, you can expect WCW to expand Nitro to 2 hours. Vince thinks that would water down Nitro and help WWF win. WCW seems excited at the prospect of expanding to 2 hours, saying it would let them have longer, better matches. What do you think about that?
I mean, they've been on a bad streak, to be fair. Like, they were on an 8, 9, 10 week streak of being the better show. And lately, we haven't been seeing the Eddie Guerreros, the Chris Benoits, have that spotlight that we were originally, praising.
We've been seeing a lot of horse shit.
Yeah, so I think the 2 hours would help WCW. avoiding hindsight, even though, yeah, it did. But yeah, so I think this is a good thing for WCW, not for WWF.
February 18th, 1996, live from Louisville Gardens in Louisville, Kentucky. 5,500 in attendance, sell out. Wait, what'd you do?
We're in Kentucky. I guess it all makes sense now. But continue.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God! I mean, I will note I watched this with the love of my life, and she immediately was like, "Yeah, we're definitely in Kentucky. This woman in the front row is dressed like the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy."
Colonel Sanders.
WWF made $83K from everyone in attendance. Sunny's on a beach. She warns us, viewer discretion advised. Maybe this episode of True Rewind may be too hot for some. The opening video, I thought it insinuated that The Undertaker has been added to the steel cage match main event. He was not.
I literally put in my notes, I was like, well, this should have been a three-way then.
And you basically just fucked up the ending of the match, the main event, by doing that. So smart, that
Yeah.
you love it. It was their thing at this time to ruin their own matches. So
Yeah,
good on them.
If this happened in 2021, literally fans would be sitting on their hands until the Undertaker showed up at the end of this thing.
We start with the Crybaby match between Razor Ramon and 123 Kid.
Wow.
Footage from 2 weeks ago on Superstars. Kid, again with the baby bottle, tried to stuff it in Razor's mouth.
Pause.
Beat him up with a stroller. This weekend on Superstars, he hit him with Jeff Jarrett's guitar in the back.
The softest guitar shot I've ever seen in my life.
Kid makes his entrance with a stroller and a Razor Ramon teddy bear. $1 Million Man. During this match, he throws baby powder right in Razor's face, right in front of the ref. Same damn crap we saw in Nitro last week. Razor
Tim White
kicks out,
sucks. I'm sorry.
Razor kicks out because, of course, he didn't get hit in the eye with a high heel. You need to do that after the powder, and then maybe you have a shot. Kid tries to rock Razor to sleep with a sleeper hold. Didn't work, but it definitely fit the theme of this match. I did like that. Crowd is very into the near falls. They're so into Razor. DiBiase distracts the ref so Kid can... Diabetes. What am I writing here? Ted DiBiase distracts the ref so Kid can take more baby powder. Razor kicks the powder into Kid's face. Razor's edge to a big pop. Razor raises Kid's head at 2. Crowd is like, what the fuck, Razor? Second Razor's edge for complaining about having this match and leaving the house short tour. Big crybaby. Dirty finish.
What was fucking 123 Kid Mike Epps from How all that damn baby powder? Jesus.
Dirty finish in 12:01. Then after the match.
Oh God.
Razor dumps the baby bottle over Kid's mouth and then into his mouth. Kid sucks on it for a few. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I did. I did notice that.
You noticed it, Jaquan? You saw
Yes.
that? Okay.
I don't know, which was so weird because Kid's supposed to be acting like he's knocked out, but usually when you get Warrior dumped all over you, you kind of come back to. So for him to still try to play oblivious after all that, but whatever, just continue.
Razor goes to put powder on Kid's ass, but Ted DiBiase takes one for the team. He gets powder in the face. Razor finishes.
That sounded wrong.
Takes one for the team. He takes powder to the face.
Oh, man.
Razor finishes the job putting a man diaper on Kid.
In the most perverted way possible.
I was saying that watching this match. For Razor to be so homophobic, how he put that on 123 Kid was very gay. he lifted both of his legs up. He spreaded his legs, and then he put powder on him.
That's not how you put a diaper on? You guys are the experts.
That is very true. But
I mean, you don't need powder all the time.
Like
sometimes you just clean it. You have your scented
just
wipes.
A bunch of baby wipes. That's all.
Exactly. This seemed more like Kid paid a good amount of money to have this be done to him. Like there are certain people that show up in Times Square to get this type of treatment that Razor gave to Kid.
them corporate money, them DiBiase checks was coming in handy for this.
Yeah.
Kid wakes up eventually, doesn't know where he's at. Ted yells at him. He's wearing a diaper. Kid looks like he wants to cry. Rips it off and screams like a baby, throwing a temper tantrum.
Get that camera out my face.
This match, for me, I thought it was hard-hitting. It seemed personal. The intensity for this match was much better than the DDP and Johnny B. Bad Super Bowl VI. And that match was for $6 million.
Also true.
Jerry Lawler, so many corny baby jokes during this match. But the match itself, I give 3.25 stars. Uncle Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer gave us 3 stars. Sid.
I agree with Uncle Dave here. I gave this match 3 stars. I thought it was well worked. 1, 2, 3 Kid. I know we were definitely I guess picking on him a lot in the early days of True Rewind.
Still feel the same way.
But since his heel turn, he has been churning out a lot of quality matches, from Survivor Series with the Underdogs versus the Badidanas to his match with Hakushi a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, and then this match here, he's been one of the top workers on the WWF side, and this continued here.
I'm going with a 3 as well. Enjoyed the match. Pretty good, fun opener. Crowd was into it. It had meaning. Besides a little stuff going on after the match, it was a good match. I enjoyed it very much. 3 stars.
This guy's worried about saying jackass. Really?
Gay? So you mean telling me saying gay is less worse than saying fruit?
Yes.
Hey,
it's a cereal.
You literally didn't even have to say gay. I said it perfectly. It was perverted. It was perverted.
But you could be straight. But you could be straight and be a pervert. So you can't say that.
It was to a guy. I mean, you don't have to say hit somebody over the head. What it was very
perverted. Something in his mouth. He lifted his legs up, put powder. What do you mean? Anyway, all right. No more FLs. I'm gonna just say FL from now on. FL could be Foot Locker, could be Finish Line. I'll just say FL. Okay. No more FLs.
Yeah, look at that. It just took him 2 seconds.
He literally forgot what he said a second.
That's not going to work. Sonny's backstage. We see footage from Free For All where Jake the Snake threatened Sonny with his snake. Sonny says it was horrible.
Even that. What was she so scared of? She's used to plenty of snakes.
I was about to say that. I was like, this is probably the most fear that she ever showed to a snake in her life.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley with a beautiful blonde. Todd Pettingill backstage with Duke the Dumpster Drosy. Duke starts talking. I don't remember hearing his voice before, but man, he sounds like a dweeb.
I never want to hear it again. Why is he why are you shouting? Why are you shouting? I understand you're upset. I understand your hair got caught, but this is just an awful promo with a lot of screaming.
It's like the prototype 90s promo. Everybody got to scream.
Pretty much. Like, there was just no affliction in the voice. Like, you couldn't go up and down or anything like that. And the blonde's name was Elizabeth Hilton. I don't know if she's related to Paris, but that was her name.
Duke screams he's going to take out Hunter like yesterday's garbage. There's footage of Hunter hitting Duke with his own trash can and a pedigree, cutting his hair. Duke just repeats everything Todd says. Todd says, obviously it's payback time. And Duke says, it is absolutely payback time.
Angrily. He said it angrily.
Horrible acting and horrible facial expressions.
He seems like such a goof.
Hunter kisses the aforementioned, what's her name? Elizabeth Hilton?
Elizabeth Hilton, yep.
Duke charges the ring. Duke's gear is hideous. Lawler
garbage man, of course. Gotta keep the gimmick going. Gotta look like garbage.
Lawler interviews the valet during the match, getting her reactions to everything. Lawler assures her that should do it after a basic ass suplex by Hunter. Then Jerry nonchalantly checks out her ass. Duke hits his trash compactor finisher, which is actually kind of decent. Doesn't go for the pin. He wants the trash can. Brings in the can.
Don't win. Get a DQ.
Ref Mike Chioda's like, what the fuck? Grabs the can, throws it away. Hunter gets the lid behind the ref's back and slams it over Duke's head.
Behind the ref's back.
Very loud, audible sound that Kyoto ignores.
And it bounced off the rope.
Literally, he saw it. He saw it bounce.
He literally saw it. And then he saw him move the trash can out the ring. I'm like, oh my God.
And Mike counts the pin anyways. Vince McMahon on commentary screams, "No!" And then is quiet for a little bit as he's probably seething inside of what he just saw. Dirty finish, literally. There was a garbage can. 9:40. Too long. No heat from the crowd. Duke is trash, literally. Semi-botched ending. Well, no, that was a botched ending. Not no semi.
Yeah.
1.25 stars for me. Meltz gave it 1.5. Drunk guy?
1.25. As we said, it was trash. Out of all the Duke, whatever the fuck his name is, matches I've seen, it's probably his worst. His best match worked from what I've seen. Not saying much, obviously. Yeah, 1.25.
I gave this 1 star. I mean, I was just over that finish. I was just like, man, this man already looked like trash before he even got to the ring by that promo and his attire. And then there was nothing about this match outside of the trash compactor that looked impressive.
This might be history, folks. I think it's the first time Sid has ever went lower than me, Drunk Guy, and Dave in a star rating. Wow.
Making history, folks. Episode 36.
It took a trash man. They shill some shirts. Bret, Shawn, Taker, Diesel, the top 4 guys. One size fits all.
You got it.
Yo, my girl was just like, what do you mean one size fit all? That people gonna be swimming in that shit. Like, what?
Fucking XL. Then the person modeled it looked like a fucking nightgown on her.
Vince McMahon says.
Yeah, there we go.
They got every size. Well, except for Yokozuna.
Yokozuna.
Fat shaming.
Word.
A recap of Yokozuna and Camp Cornet falling apart. Clearly make reference to his weight as to why he couldn't be helped off the ground, Sid. Remember? You guys were saying I was making a big deal of it. It's that
you
didn't
reference it. They reference it.
You didn't have to continue the fat shaming almost 24 years later.
Doc Hendricks is with Yokozuna, who gets to talk complete sentences for the first time in, I don't know, ever?
He even referenced it. 3 years. It's been 3 years. And he didn't sound a lick of Chinese here, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounded black as hell. Like, he sounded like he was at the cookout the night before. Man, I was like, well, okay.
Upon request of Drunk Guy JJ, I wrote down this promo to recite it here. Jim Cornet! For nearly 3 years, I stood in the shadows.
Is this Ahmed Johnson?
You were there.
That spotlight. Well, it's my turn because I gave you the gold, and yet you get all the credit and all the money. And as far as you, Owen Hart, the only gold you wore is when you hid behind me. And British Bulldog, brother, you in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because this 650 pounds of bad attitude is gonna burn Camp Cornet down to the ground. Bonsai!
Oh, man, so good.
I love the bonsai. British Bulldog with Jim Cornette in the ring, feeling good, beating his recent court case. Versus Yokozuna. Vince says Yokozuna's 650 pounds, give or take 15 pounds, depending on what he had for lunch.
Vince, man. I think this part was Vince's way of like trying to get him in shape by just insulting him every chance he got on the mic.
Yokozuna, for the most part, dominating this match. Cornette interferes with his racket to Yoko's back for the DQ. Dirty finish in 5:05. Yokozuna no-sells the rackets. He backs down Cornette. The crowd is staring at the entrance. Obviously, something is going on. Did someone fuck up their cue here? It's Vader running down. Attacks Yokozuna. Bulldog helps him. They handcuff Yoko to the ropes to beat him up some more. Refs and officials try to break it up. Bulldog and Cornette beat him down with the racket. I thought this was good heel shit. Clarence Mason gets him to stop. I thought Yoko's power moves looked good and believable, but he was gassed pretty quick. Yoko is ridiculously massive. Looks like he's gained 100 pounds since the last time I saw him.
Oh my God, here we go.
I give this 1 star, as does Dave Meltzer.
I enjoyed the ending of the match. It was hilarious watching Dave Hebner thinking he was one of the super heavyweights trying to rip the fucking handcuffs off the rope. Why the hell was Vader out there with a leather jacket and his gear on? Shitty match. Like you said, Yokozuna just looked terrible. Terrible. A quarter star.
Oof.
3 1/4 stars.
I gave it 3/4 of a star.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's a quarter star.
This was not a good matchup. I don't understand how Yokozuna is going to work as a babyface, especially if he's versus someone smaller than him. Maybe against Vader it would work better, but
still fucking 300 pounds bigger than Vader. That's saying a lot.
And he made Vader look small here. Vader didn't make a whole lot of sense for him to come out with the mask and in his street clothes, especially when he took off the mask multiple times, which will make something that happens in 1996 even more idiotic when we go back, when we get to that point.
Oh, man.
When we get to that point and we talk, we are able to reference episode 36, and I mentioned this, but yeah, this was not the best outside of the post-match. The post-match did pit quality heat on Camp Cornet, at least.
It's funny you said, too, because I feel like that's been Vader's thing lately. The best part of his matches have been the post-match.
Pretty much.
Post-match Vader.
Goldust is with Marlena, and he has the IC title. He's with some production guy. They're talking on America Online. Goldust, very uncomfortable behind the guy holding him. The guy's nervous. He's shaking as he's typing. Goldust.
Watching an episode of Oz, but
it was
house.
inaudible because I wish I could have wrote down what he was saying, but it was pretty much inaudible. But he did mention that he's oozing already in anticipation of his matchup with Razor Ramon on Raw tomorrow night.
Shawn Michaels backstage with Todd, confident he will rock his way to WrestleMania. Shawn then immediately transports to the top of the roof, the In Your House set, dancing during his entrance. Pyro goes off. I thought he exploded.
Wrong choice of words after that Goldust promo, but cool.
He swings off the roof like Tarzan. Unbelievable! What charisma! What athleticism!
What the fuck?
That's Vince McMahon.
I know.
Owen jumps Shawn in the ring and gets thrown over like a jabroni as Shawn continues his entrance dancing.
The music never stops. He just
I'm like, the match started. Like, it's still going to continue. What is this? Sexy boy match? What's going on?
The match starts. Shawn dips to the outside to high five his clique. A very unprofessional Vince McMahon stands up to get a high five too. Let's call the match, Vince.
He's the biggest cheerleader of all.
Well, I hit that fucking Shawn mark to no degree. It's ridiculous.
Oh my God!
Man is just busting nuts every time Shawn comes out to the damn ring.
Shawn Michaels kisses a little girl at ringside on the cheek. Oh, very nice. Very sweet. And then kisses a grown woman on the lips.
Yeah, fat white woman.
Her girlfriend.
Wouldn't be the last.
Her girlfriend on the side of her screams in joy. They immediately leave. They got what they came for.
They spent their hard-earned money. They got what they wanted. Show's over for them. They're done.
A lot of Shawn Michaels having fun in this match early. Owen looked bad here, getting punked so much by Shawn. And then you saw the athleticism these two have come out.
Then it got serious, yeah.
Shawn collapses to the outside like he's dead.
Great sell by Shawn.
Definitely.
Shawn makes his comeback. Kip up. Takes off his hair tie. Knocks Cornet off the apron. Elbow drop. Misses the sweet chin music. Owen misses an enziguri. Sweet chin music for the win in 15:57. Nice finish.
I love that finish.
Shawn Michaels dances with the little girl member of the clique. They hug and kiss. What a baby face.
On the lips.
He poses. Then he kisses on the lips.
Then he kisses her again on the lips. Yeah. The girl got more than one kiss. The little girl. Yeah, Shawn. Chris Hansen's in San Antonio,
Jesus.
Texas, looking for you.
Does a victory lap around the ring. Shakes Vince's hand. All right, says Vince McMahon.
He kisses the girl again, too, by the way.
A fourth kiss for the little girl.
Oh my God.
Shawn holds up a lifetime membership card of the Click. The crowd loves Shawn Michaels. Go Shawn,
Clearly.
go chants. I thought Cornette was great healing it up on them on the outside.
He was.
This match was just maybe 5 to 10 minutes short of reaching that next level that they're more than capable of. They just weren't taking Owen Hart seriously enough here. But still enjoyable for me. 4 stars. Meltzer also gave it 4 stars.
I went a little bit higher than Uncle Dave and you. I went 4 1/4. I really enjoyed this matchup.
I did 4 1/4 as well.
One of the better In Your House matches. One of the better WWF matches that we have seen in our ride through the Monday Night Wars so far. Shawn and Owen proving why they're two in the best of in the world at this point, especially Owen, especially that Heat segment. I think that that showed that Owen could be in the main event of WrestleMania, but I think Shawn winning here was the perfect, outcome, especially with who the main event was, because you could realistically see him against Diesel 1 year after their WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 11, or versing Bret Hart in, the Battle of the Baby Faces. So it was a good outcome, and everything worked for me here. Even Shawn being a glory hog in the beginning of this. It all.
I thought you were going to say Pito.
Yeah,
drunk guy?
I was going for the, I guess he saved it for me because he was definitely on his To Catch a Predator shit in this match. I don't know if he was like on drugs before the match started because he was definitely acting a little out of whack. A very enjoyable match, great finish. I enjoyed, as you said, it could have been a little longer, but for the time they did have it that match, they worked perfectly. Shawn selling, Owen selling for Shawn in the beginning. It was definitely a great match. Definitely one of the Jesus. Out of all the shit we didn't watch, definitely one of the better matches. 4 1/4 as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say the finish was what really gave me the quarter star, because I wasn't expecting that. I thought Shawn was just gonna hit Sweet Chin Music, but the fact that he missed, then Owen went for the Enziguri for a second time. That was good. He misses, hit Sweet Chin Music. That finish was like similar to what we would see later down the road in the Attitude Era type of finishes, of one finisher to another, then to another. I loved it.
The Stone Cold Shawn Michaels finish at Mania.
Yeah.
14, yep.
Roddy Piper, the interim president. Piper immediately goes off the rails, saying he doesn't think Michael Jackson is innocent. Wow.
I was like, where did this come from? Oh, 'cause he just saw Shawn.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Oh, man. Roddy doesn't feel sorry for Yokozuna, calls him dumb, calls Vader...
And fat.
Oh, yeah. Calls Vader an inbred because he's from the Rocky Mountains. It'll be Yoko versus Vader at Mania. Or will it? Cornette and Mason interrupt. Lawler calls Piper a loose cannon. Oh, wonder what he's been watching lately.
I thought you said Pod Piper. I'm like, we clearly not have transitions from Shawn Michaels.
It did also say that Vader, that his jockstrap doesn't belong over his face.
Jesus.
Piper was in rare form.
Piper and Cornette getting each other's faces. Rod said if Vader loses at Mania, Cornette might find himself cheek to cheek with Yokozuna. Rod then grabs Jim Cornette's ass and says Cornette will be out of a job.
He did the smack grab. It's not just a grab. It's a smack and then grab and then you cuff it. I do it with my girl from time to time, but at least
That's reasonable.
Yeah, at least it's
very
warranted. She wants it to happen. This was another case of sexual assault. I mean, we saw 2 cases of sexual assault within a 15-minute span on this show.
I'm telling you now, Rage in the Cage is having a different meaning.
Yeah.
Rage in the Cage is definitely have a different meaning for this. Jesus, man.
Raging boulder in a cage.
Oh, man.
What am I going to do with you two? Speaking of cage, the steel cage is finally done being put together. They were just stalling for that.
Yeah.
Which cage do you like better? This blue WWF cage or the WCW cage that occasionally falls apart?
Blue. I'm going with the classic blue.
I love the classic blue. I wish WWE would go back to that, honestly.
Oh, it looked a little unsafe.
Hey, I mean,
if you get hit into that, it looks like it hurts a lot more.
exactly. It looks like it hurts more, and it would be different from the Hell in a Cell. They wouldn't have to color the Hell in a Cell fucking red.
Like fucking Crayola.
It's Diesel versus Bret Hart for the WWF Championship. This is win by escape, no ref in the ring. Lawler brings up an interesting strategy. Why not just run out the door as soon as the match starts? Vince gets annoyed on commentary, saying you have to have more respect for your opponent and wear them down first. Vince has been getting a little annoyed tonight. Diesel resorts to a low blow in this match. He crawls towards the door for the exit after getting his leg worked the whole match by Bret. Bret grabs him, but Diesel kicks him off. The crowd goes crazy. Diesel is about to win, but a hand rises through the canvas of the ring. There's a hole in the ring. The Undertaker rises out of the hole in the ring, pulling Diesel from the door. Diesel looks like he's seen a ghost. Taker pulls him through the hole under the ring. Smoke comes out of the hole. Bret escapes. Dirty finish in 1913. The visual, I want to say, I thought it looked cool. Diesel comes out of the hole. Part of his gear has been ripped open.
More Rage in the Cage action, I see.
Under the cage.
He looked like he looked like a third victim of sexual assault.
Jesus Christ. What did you say, drunk guy?
I see it. Taker was trying to have his way with Diesel under there.
Taker
comes out, he looks scared, pants ripped.
Too hot for some. Taker rises out of the hole. Diesel escapes the cage with a look of fear in his eyes. They stare off as Diesel walks to the back. Taker climbs the cage to pose. His music plays to end the show. I thought this was a bit slow. I love the ending, though. I give this 2 stars. Meltz gave it 1.5.
2.25. Another bad Diesel match. another bad Bret Hart match. If we're being serious, another bad Bret Hart title match. Ever since the Bulldog match, I don't know what the fuck's been going on. The ending made it better. That's why I put it up to 2.25. But still, man.
Yeah, I gave this one 2 stars. It was too long. Just way too long. Almost 20 minutes. And none of the action was that captivating.
At all.
I was bored for most of it. It wasn't based on escaping, even though that was the only way to win. And Bret did an excellent job of that against Owen Hart 2 years before this. So it's like, damn it, Bret. But hey, we're through Diesel and Bret, and now we get the good stuff. Now we can move on to Bret versus Shawn, and I love the ending. It's it's the first time the Undertaker has done this, and it's probably the most remembered moment of this entire pay-per-view.
Match of the night, no dispute. Shawn Michaels versus Owen Hart.
Unanimous.
Not even a second thought.
The MVP, I could give it to Sable for warning us and being correct on it, but
Sonny?
You could.
I mean, Sonny.
Excuse me,
Sonny. I confused one hot blonde for another. Sorry. Undertaker is my MVP. I just thought he looked like a badass at the end there.
Wow.
And he warned Diesel.
I'm surprised by this, but I actually agree with you. And I was just like, the easiest payday he's ever had in his life.
Yeah, Undertaker as well. Like he said, he said that he told Diesel it would be a cold day of hell. Get that title.
Very prophetic. LVP or Jabroni of the night. I got to give it to the 1, 2, 3 kid.
He was the first victim of Rage in the Cage tonight. Razor Ramon. So yeah, I'm going with 1, 2, 3 kid as well.
I am going with Duke the Dumpster Droese. No one looked worse than him tonight. At least 1-2-3 Kid put on a good match before he looked like a fool.
You know what? You're right, Sid. See, this is why we do these reviews. I'm gonna go with 1-2-3 Kid because I don't fucking like him, and Duke the Junk, and Duke.
We could go multiple. That's fine.
Yeah, two LVP with a hype.
And you know what? I'm also gonna give it to Shawn Michaels. Fuck it. Way too much kissing of little girls.
Yeah,
1 kiss is fine. 2, okay, maybe. 3 and 4. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. 2 in the ring.
You have a seat.
2 in the ring. Literally. Have a seat. Sit right there. Have questions.
Oh man.
He didn't learn anything from Michael Jackson. At least he did it behind closed doors.
On an amusement park, so he was smart.
Thumbs out. We're gonna count it down in 3, 2, 1. It'll be thumbs up or thumbs down for In Your House 6, Rage in the Cage. 3, 2, 1. Thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs in the middle. We got it all here. We'll explain why. We'll give a score from 0 to 10. I will start. I gave this a 4.2. I thought 2 really good matches. The first match, Kid match, and then the Shawn Owen. 1 bad match. 1 match that was really an angle. And then a below average main event with a cool ending. It was just all over the place, but it wasn't 4.2. That's under a 5, so that's a thumbs down for me.
Yes, because I gave it a 5.5. But this is like the first In Your House we watched that I it felt like it was just breezing through. Like I wasn't like being dragged. Like, oh my god, this shit is terrible. I would give it thumbs in the middle, but since we use correct math here, I went 5.5, and so I had to put the thumbs up.
Christy. Yes.
Well, there you go. I the reason I give it a thumbs in the middle is I gave it a 5.5, but it's a low 5.5 if you understand me. Like it wasn't on the half end, like it was close to a 6, even though I originally put in my notes here it's a 6. But this is why we review the shows, we go back over everything, and the main event was really the thing that kept it away from being a 6 out of 10 in my opinion. Just too long. I tried to I think I graded it just on the ending alone, but it was just way too long. The opener was good, had a stupid angle afterward, but it was a good matchup. The semi-main event was great. The middle match was more of an angle, wasn't a good match, and we had Duke the Dumpster Droese, so that's why it got a 5.5. to me. But like Drunk Guy said, one of the better In Your Houses that we've watched so far.
So this pay-per-view's accumulated score is a 5.07 from all of us, which makes it the 3rd highest pay-per-view we've seen in the Monday Night War. Pay-per-view buys, for reference, Royal Rumble did 250K viewers. In Your House 5 did 76K viewers. That's 2 different two different numbers. Day, man. What do you think In Your House 6 Rage in the Cage did, Sid?
I'm gonna say 150. 100.
Drunk Guy?
I'm gonna go with 150 only because it's between Rumble and Mania. So I'm assuming the hype beat into Rumble Mania.
True.
There, so.
Sid? You gotta stick with your gut. 150K buys.
Damn it.
Good job, Drunk Guy.
Oh, damn, you got away with it, too, because as soon as he said it and he's changing, you were scratching your head. Damn. This guy.
And we are now officially driving straight to WrestleMania.
We are on the road to WrestleMania 12, ladies and gentlemen. We know the main event now will be the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels going one-on-one with Bret the Hitman Hart for the WWF Championship.
Which at the time, as a little boy, my 2 favorite wrestlers. I'm sure I wasn't the only one. My absolute 2 favorites.
Yeah,
but at this time, I switched over to the Click.
This was my two favorites as well. Like Romeo, I wanted Shawn to get his moment. I was like, Bret got his moment, but Shawn needs to get his moment. But yeah, this is definitely was a battle of my two favorite wrestlers, especially in the WWF at the time. So let's get ready for that. We up next, episode 37. We got the post In Your House Rage in the Cage episode of Monday Night Raw, the first Monday Night Raw in 2 weeks' time. And we got more from WCW Nitro as they are on the road to Uncensored 1996, which their main event is not as good as WrestleMania. That's the only spoiler I will give.
They're on the road to pissing me off is what they're on the road for.
And Sid was being very generous when she said that.
Yes. Post your comments down below. Let us know what you thought about In Your House number 6, Rage in the Cage. What was your match of the night, MVP, LVP, and whether you gave it a thumbs up or thumbs down. Like this video. Please give us a thumbs up for this one. Share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family. Of course, there is the iCard. You can push that or the button below that to subscribe. We are very close to 1K, 55 subscribers away. We are on the road to 1K for sure. And of
do
course,
y'all not like free merch? Come on.
Giveaway.
What the fuck?
And there's also the bell. You can press all for all notifications for all the great content right here on True Hill Heat. So, for the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon.
The Pride of NY on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me. I also do the Wednesday Night Warriors here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel with my boy Chris G. Check it out.
For the leader of the Dipset Nation, the supreme Ivan Ooze, Drunk Eye JJ.
You can find me at Dipset all day, every day. Let me stop. You can follow me on Instagram, hacksaw_J_Duggan. Instagram, Drunken Master JJ. I might end up doing something else on True Hill Heat. Who knows when I stop being lazy. We also got, of course, the gang. Follow us everywhere: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, True Hill Heat. You know, you already know about Pornhub, X videos, Skonex, all that stuff. You know, we everywhere, all day, every day.
Are we not on Parler?
We on Parler, whatever the fuck that is. We might be. We're in 1996, so we're probably on AOL as well. AOL.
There you go. We had American Online segment, but we're not hugging anybody like Goldust.
Yeah, we're not touching men. We don't do that.
Oh, Jesus. You can find me on Instagram at TrueHero_EpicSP3. You can find me every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. GMT on the Wrestle2 YouTube channel with Alex McCarthy, Wrestling Daily Live, and of course every single Saturday with our weekly podcast, True Hill Heat, with Top Guy JJ and Miss Chrissy Love. So once again, like, share, subscribe, and we will see you on episode 37 of True Rewind. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3, signing off until next time.
Bye.
Goodbye. Drew McIntyre has COVID.